I am here with a representative from my very own state of Maryland, Representative Steny Hoyer, who's been a congressman for a very, very long time, and I know that health care is very near and dear to your heart. Why is that?
Every family thinks about a number of things. Number one, do they have a job? Number two, how do they get to the job? And number three, if somebody in the family gets sick, do we have health care? Do we have available health care that we can afford and is accessible to us and is of quality health care? We passed a bill, the Affordable Care Act, in 2010 that went into effect in 2014. Unfortunately, the president has done everything he can to reduce the benefits. One thing that's very, very important, people worried about their children or themselves having a pre-existing condition, asthma, heart valve problem, something, so they could not get insurance. Well, we made sure that no, you could not prevent somebody from getting insurance because of a pre-existing condition. Unfortunately, the president has a case that he has the Justice Department pursuing, which if we lose that case, millions of people are going to lose the protection. Not just those in the Affordable Care Act, but those across the country. So health care is critical. The president said when he was campaigning for office, he was going to offer a bill which covered everybody at a lower cost and higher quality. Unfortunately, he's now been president for 3 years and he hasn't offered that bill. And he's made a number of other promises about infrastructure. He was going to have an infrastructure bill to create jobs and to make sure that America is competitive in the 21st century. Sadly, he has not presented such a bill. Another thing he said was he wanted to bring the cost of prescription drugs down. We've introduced a bill, passed it through the House of Representatives. It sits in the Senate, unfortunately, untended, which will substantially bring the cost of prescription drugs down. And it does things he said he wanted to do. Negotiate prices with the drug companies, mark our costs to what costs are around the world. We pay more for our drugs here. And so I hope I hear tonight some positive policies that he wants to pursue and cooperate with us as we would cooperate with him to do so.
And Representative Hoyer, what can people at home do to support your bill that's passed in the House and is sitting in the Senate to help get these lower health care costs and ensure coverage for more Americans?
Well, I think they can, number one, contact the United States senators and say, please take that bill up. Now, they may not support exactly the bill that we want, but it ought to be considered by the Senate. And Senator McConnell has left untended about 275 bills, not only the prescription drug bill, but so many others, like comprehensive background checks. 90% of America believes we ought to know who's getting something that can kill them. Makes common sense. And Senator McConnell won't put it on the floor. But in terms of health care, the prescription drug bill is probably the most important bill they have out there, making sure that people have access to drugs to prevent illness, to ameliorate the effects of illness, or to cure illness.
Thank you so much, Representative Hoyer. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good. I'm sorry you moved out of my district.
No, hey, I'm in another great district.
Well, you are in another great
Excellent,
district. Good to see you.